In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got nearly a $4,000 payout from Blueberry Funded using our Longbow Fund Manager EA. So we can start off here on this page where you guys can see that I got this $50,000 account a couple weeks ago and I started trading it just this particular week. And I had done this with intent because I was hoping to use our Longbow EA in order to get a pretty significant payout from it. Unfortunately, all kind of the market conditions aligned really well, and I ended up getting a very nice payout. I actually only let it run for 3 days because I hit a pretty high percentage gain here, and then I simply requested a withdrawal, and Blueberry sent the funds to my account, and I have now received the payout. And the actual MT5 amount was a little bit over $4,000, so $4,144. But with the 80% profit split, the total amount of funds that hit my bank account were around 3.3 thousand US dollars, or around 4.5 thousand Canadian dollars once you convert it. So yeah, it's been a very interesting week, and in this video I wanted to show you guys why I think that this strategy worked so well for the funded accounts, as well as show you kind of my reasoning in regards to how I want to pass some more prop firm challenges going forward. And before you guys say, well, this signal is super short, it isn't particularly indicative, I also wanted to show you this other funded account which I passed, which shows Longbow over both more of a flatter period as well as a winning period. So this goes to show that this was a brand new funded challenge account, and it took around a bit over a month to pass because it had a period of essentially moving sideways before hitting a nice run and also passing. But Longbow and this style of strategy, I feel, is probably one of the best ways to pass prop firm challenges. And I want to go into detail as to why this works so well. First of all, to explain our Longbow Expert Advisor, I can pull up MT5 here. And Longbow is more of a swing trading expert advisor that uses the commitment of traders report in order to make a trading decision. So what it does is, if it determines via the COT report that a particular week is going to be bullish, what it will do is it will buy at the open, sell at the close, buy at the open, sell at the close, buy at the open, sell at the close. However, something else that it does is that it also always uses a relatively tight stop loss of around a third of the day's previous range. And what this enables it to do is it enables it to cut its losers pretty quickly and let its winners run. And this enables you to have these absolutely massive risk-reward trades. For instance, on this day here, we would have ended roughly sideways, but it cut fairly quickly. On the other hand here, because we were using a tight stop loss, we could risk 1% roughly here, and then instead of having just a 1% gain, have around a 7.5% gain. So using this more swing style enables us to risk a fairly small amount and really capture these super high R trades. So why is this actually super good for prop firm challenges? And really it's because it can be very compliant with prop firm rules. Namely, prop firms have quite a few things that they don't like. Many of them give you fairly limited leverage, which is also a reason why certain types of scalping bots, and particularly grid martingale bots, don't work super well with prop firms. Another big limitation with prop firms is they don't like gambling behavior or taking too many positions or doing high risk trading practices. This more swing style of trading is the opposite of that, right? You're risking 1% per day, you're being very conservative, you are not using super high leverage, and you're also not particularly subject or sensitive to spreads or to slippage because you have a larger profit target and a larger stop loss. So I honestly think that this style of trading, of more capturing the full daily range, is far more effective for prop firm challenges. And moreover, I do think that high risk reward is really the secret for prop firm challenges. And it's just largely because I've tried many things. Like when I first started prop firms, I was really using lots of scalping bots. And I found that the issue is it would just take absolutely forever to pass. Whereas if you have systems that have more of a high risk reward, you're able to go out and actually maybe be a bit more aggressive while still staying within the rules of a prop firm and passing very quickly. Alternatively, you can actually be quite conservative and risk 1% or 0.5% per day, and then pass in more of a slower manner, or if you already have the accounts, be more conservative so you're getting consistent payouts. So there's really quite a few advantages of this more swing style, high risk reward system for bots and for prop firm challenges, pardon me. And another kind of last thing to touch on here is that this type of system is also phenomenal for bot sellers, just because you're able to easily vary your trades without necessarily significantly adversely impacting the strategy. What I mean by this is because you're effectively just entering at the open, selling at the close. If you enter 10 minutes later or close 10 minutes earlier, it doesn't enormously change your results. Like if you would have been profitable closing 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later, you most likely will be profitable making slight variations. And this is really helpful for prop firms where people are not allowed to have the same trade with two different traders. And what I have found, if you do more scalping systems, yes, you can add randomizers, but you're very limited into how much you can randomize without completely changing the strategy. Whereas if you're using more of like the swing trading style or more like the capturing the full daily range style, you have a lot more room to actually make variations. So all of this to say that this type of high risk reward, relatively low leverage, and more full daily range trading I have found is the absolute best thing that I have tried so far for prop firm challenges. And effectively, now I can show you guys our actual signal here for the Longbow Fund Manager Live. If you're curious, you can just Google us and go check out our MQL5 signal. We also have a MyFX book if you'd be interested in learning more there. And then if you want to try any of these systems, you can then go to our website and check out the free trial of the Prop Firm Bundle. But really what I'm hoping to do over the next 6 months is use both this bot as well as types and variations of this bot to get a large portfolio of prop firm accounts, which I can use and to effectively get consistent payouts from. And I find that this style, because of the attributes mentioned, is probably the ideal solution for that. So I will keep you guys updated on my journey, seeing the different payouts that are coming, so that if you're interested in trying this out, you can also join us in the prop firm bundle and see if this can also help you for your prop firm challenges. So leave me a comment if you have any questions. Looking forward to chatting with you, and I'll see you in the next video.